Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... Wrong, wrong, wrong.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing is McCarthy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Cougar 19.
Throwing now is Daniels. Man open left side is Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it'll be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Able to power through. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You talk about this Washington defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Downs going in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now this taken in by Downs. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. So on 4th down, on is Riley Dixon to punt for Tampa Bay. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Lane. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run it. Here's a rookie from Oregon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This now a 3rd and 4.
19 Lions. Here we go. Here we go. 18.
Daniels looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A beautiful fake. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Looking to throw McCarthy. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Egbuka. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Come on. Set. Viking, Dragon 60.
To the air goes Daniels. On the left side, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Got it. Ready?
They need 18 yards here on third down. Now Daniels. This one complete to Christian Kirk. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Right back to Brown. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. It's complete to Brown, right side. And out of bounds right around the 20. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now Daniels going to keep it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the 1st down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and was going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
On 1st down, a run with the day. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And taken right at the 35. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ready up.
This 2nd and 4.
Reload. Get it.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
But there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Take go.
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
26-yard line.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Check. Here we go. Check. Bronco 80. Bronco switch.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Here we go. 60 by 6.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
Okay, ready? Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
Straight ahead they go with Begay. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Krosky Merritt going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Ready?
To throw is Daniels. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Bucs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. First down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A handoff here to Bidet. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
19 targets.
Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
18-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. This is Brown going up the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Brown is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, you've been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Daniels going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 70 Lions.
On the give, it's Bidet. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
18, Rattler, 18, Viking, 18. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Back to throw. Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this thing, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So it was 4th down and going to the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And running with power here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
On play action, McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
For the field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And you know we don't give a like your birthday. You'll find me in the club. Mama, I got what you need. You need to feel it. I'm gonna have it. I ain't gonna make it. So come give me a hug. Ready, set.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Drop 50, drop 50. 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
77.
A run here with the day. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, it's Krosky Merritt. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 5.
Come on.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go.
That's caught by Senate.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
play here. 3rd and 2.
Get it. Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
An inside give, Brown. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here it is, 4th and inches. Daniels going to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Mark Andrews from 10 yards out. And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now they'll change things up.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. They had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about. Up to 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Ball start on the ground with Irving. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 44.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now think you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Commanders, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.